Abuja Nana Finance Minister Ken Ofori Attah Parliament koko ready, Ghana your statement how are you managing the economy, the affairs, the policies, the taxes, the no make ho a ebeboama Ghana,
Mr. Speaker, let me say that this particular budget is the true definition of an empty budget.
Well, out of there are few things here we should talk about or let you know, at least, what Ghana do, Now, I started with one of the most important environmental catastrophes your government which was the Kosombo, according to the finance minister, scale of mal located, send a bear one month for now, may affected, you're 220 million. I don't know that to be dollars or cedis because I can just roll like that.
Mr. Speaker, government has budgeted an amount of 220 million to support the relief phase for the communities affected by the Kosombo spillage, as well as floods upstream in the Oti, Savannah, and Bono East regions.
From what I'm thinking it's a Ghana cities, but either way, that is the government, says they used to come and say enough and now some better poor, because Okuje Top Blacker post two pictures on Twitter, X. No, actually some of the affected places in any houses in the kind. Say. Now keep in mind, a month for Nankasano and Nane or Binum or Omuniskasa, so I'm dying Binum Yatakwami, but the bet me I no. But so one negligence, Baba say anything, it doesn't matter so that Takwami them and that's all that patademu. You have to at least make sure any pan when you're baby other. What I say. So at least, even though they are bad for them, you should make that situation good for them and let them, at least benefit something.
You say somebody better than you. You say somebody better than you. Mura. Never true.
But what funny thing of this whole situation is a time of Attah Parliament House or cars so more located 220 million for Kosombo Dam spillage assembly. I don't know. Sorry, I know it or chance on the bomb in some manner. Or no ankasa stop assembly now can waiting for the applause. Applause now, ma. And on one starting so born in some. Like, how sad is that? On one the majority in parliament in the Quran, 220 million. And I make us say we are here to see how says can be but you don't say something like that and then pause for dramatic effect. Say on the bomb is hey. I said, "Oh, feel like a charity or no bottom scan or their man yen a dainty ways. But that be taxes I just know Ghana and I'm yes I no. Now, say come more plans and ideas to face some of these situations before they become a problem. And guy, we don't need to dish out 220 million to any household. But I'm said the incompetence level at some areas are high, That is the reason why Mutu says can go basically. What do you say?
Government has budgeted an amount of 220 million to support the relief phase for the communities affected by the Kosombo spillage.
But during time when yes, Parliament, one minority for this word, like almost yesterday.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members.
Damn, they feel like that amount to Nisa. So when I make us say this to come in, you say scan it, or be back and I said that is it.
This is for your eyes only.
Assemble go kaya so created 2.3 million jobs. That was a private and public sector was saying.
We have worked hard and invested significant resources. And being sure of this knowledge, I can confidently assert that over the past 7 years, every sector has been positively impacted. Every household has been positively impacted by our social intervention programs. And every region has been positively impacted. Indeed, President Akufo-Addo has deepened decentralization development by investing $442 million to create and resource 6 new administrative regions, the most in our history since independence. And we have created, Mr. Speaker, over 2.3 million jobs in the private sector and public sector, approximately 900,000 in the private sector and 1.4 million in the public sector.
From now to the ending of, from now to 7th December next year, they are going to do a whole lot. They will wait the first 3 years and everyone knows they don't care about that. But they will wait to the last year because that year is election year and they need to do a whole lot of stuff to show you that they care about you. Politics.
We have since 2017 improved access to quality senior high school education for about 5.7 million Ghanaians by investing 8 billion cedis in the future of our next generation.
Now, before Ofori Attah could Parliament, one lady from the Ministry of Finance was not talking about, say, I think they joined this interview outside the Parliament, I think. I'm not talking about, say, scare or more expected from IMF, the World Bank, 900 million before the end of this year. 600 million from IMF and 300 million from World Bank.
For the IMF program that we're under, there was an expectation for this month. The 600 million as the second tranche will have come in. It's not in us yet. Is there a reason for that?
We did not give a date. If you remember, we did not give a date. The most important thing is for us to reach a staff level agreement, which we have done. The rest lies with the IMF. As they go to the board, they get all the papers in place and go to the board. We are very, very hopeful that certainly the 600 million Ghana cedis, the 600 million US dollars, not just that one, but we're also looking forward to a $300 million from the World Bank. And we believe that by the end of the year, we should get $900 million to show up our reserves and also to stabilize our currency.
Now, with your mom, and I'll tell that interview now, it looks like they have a plan to at least 10 things around. So let's wait. Give them the benefit of the doubt, kakra. If they have ideas to fix it, well, let's wait and see. Of course, every video in the comment section, so I'm out of that 900 million, or do I send eco ministers in Penny for Binum Bottom? Do I send eco Buaba for the campaign of Babel next year? And I don't send a Babel Boa fix Ghana Agasa. I don't have answers to those questions, so yes, yeah, what they were.
Economy nada yanko ye mawana.
Hey, come market question. I pesa on the TV news.
Saudi uti how would you just go? I say, Obibeka say, Koye Mao.
Koye, mammy. Uncle Bisa, quick, Nanyama low, I made it to Ediane.
And uti ma menen kasa yem kurana. If it's like say I am for no man, some of this can be my omodia at least the second tranche of 600 million. So I don't know if a Ghana yet no be and some of Musa can scan, but they don't want to tell us everything. That is what I think. But we are here to see. The good thing is that the next government scanning be doing so. And Kokoba say that 3 billion in Abekona a buying way, a mamu way sim, and then the next government and in bar. Now we don't have any more money. They say some back Coco Borobium. And then it is what it is.
Akufado Tiewo, Otiewo.
Otie Jamaica now on me, your friend Yakufu, no, your friend Akufado. A broad boy, yes, Yamano. Papa.
According to Ofori Attah, government target 176 billion, 176.4 billion as revenue when it comes to Sky Ombenya in 2024 next year. 176 billion. Let's hope Zemna Okan is not just mere talk, but actually come into fruition. What you say? And then the certain is that some of these can now more expected of Ubenyano. That means they need to raise taxes. Well, Ghana for that Ghana, and that is idea and also because already now for they don't have any relief. Most of my creative, but people clearly don't have works or jobs to do. So right now, but if they say that they are expecting to make 176 billion, let's hope and see. So I estimate say implement 11 after the initial 3 months or the first 3 months was the same. Next year cannot more expect no more 10% input. So that let's hope that they will get that.
Now 7 years ago by Musi or Nyadie, Obibeka say one can ye.
Man can ye. Oh, my can papa, dear my family.
So inflation about from 38% and about 35%.
You told 5 million.
Because according to John Jenapo's meeting, be a finance minister no motana say Kasai and sana even over presenting the whole situation, you know. Almost Ghana and they are expecting to bring in another additional of can say raise 11 billion cedis. Yeah, and that 11 billion cedis means Ghana is saying about the new taxes about Ugo Koyika free portwa 26 different taxes. Yes, and the Biama Babeke Kahon. Ghana abre more because they need to raise additional 11 billion. Because okay, Joy News interview, no mammy a bisan point blank. Mammy Dimaniano to Tufa and Chen and my Joy News interview and science to be there or pay straight answer. Still, mammy dinner for a corner.
Should we expect new taxes in this budget?
What we want to do now is to make sure we maximize revenue domestically. And so that is what we seek to do. We're coming up with a lot of administrative measures that we believe the public will help us and make sure we achieve this. And this alone, we believe, will help us raise more revenue. And we're going to do this together with all stakeholders and make sure that at the end of the day, it is Ghana that succeeds.
I was hoping for a straight answer. Are we going to get new taxes on?
No, like I told you, what we are looking to do is to mobilize revenue domestically.
Yeah. So yeah, they are going to raise the taxes again unless... Yes, holding. One good news, la General Hospital. Ye bugu ye say ye babe si ne foforo. After the time so si si ne foforo no musio scanner na ko mo expect no manya ntino you know muntimi si. Now for the Attah say scanning biaba. So starting next week, a juma on that hospital no, General Hospital Abusia. Best started. So at least that is some good news for people of La. And then one of the most awaited tax reliefs, any I can say. Sanitary pad ye taxi, mawo hon so mko tax that so. Amafo bebre na soup e wo hon says that tax they need to cancel it.
It doesn't even make sense to me that you should tax anything to do with a biological situation of women. Because
that menstrual, period is not a day or more wishes emra. A part of being a lady. If you are charging them based on that, that is unfair. And then a whole lot of people like us are. Right now, no, omaye bibia fa not entirely, but something. Ni omuye ye almost says they say omunye VAT wo hu biem, provided they said that sanitary pad na we use no, omu manufacture no Ghana. That is it. So go foreign kind of say sanitary pad, you pay the VAT on that. That doesn't make any sense. If you want to scrap it for everybody. Because it doesn't matter say my monama allow because nipa ne dey back Ghana no. Clearly, obey to your duty, obey to your import tax for container and your so clearly, much tax in be. So isn't it enough? Isn't it okay? So if the quality na ebia or buy no what Ghana na pen where you Ghana the any be or just a new good man. What I say, intine ebia mrofu de ebia brochire de any be no pay. O say there be, we will still tax you on that. To me, I feel like they should scrap it zero for either locally or even imported in the but at least that is the what on my head. And I must say companies that manufacture sanitary pads for Ghana no. Raw materials don't be imported. They about yes sanitary pad no. Or money VAT on that also, which is also good. Other ones or say an extension of the zero rate of VAT on locally manufactured African prints for 2 more years. Indeed, I see 2 more years here and VAT on locally manufactured African prints. That's good. Waiver of import duties on imports of electric vehicles for public transportation for a period of 8 years. This is all the electric car. Free abrochire back Ghana. So they buy public transport. Well, almost you are more waive the import duties, And now I'm saying electric car. It feels to me it's an electric car. A scam. Seriously. Because why would the government pay me money to use something? Usually it's the other way around. So if you are paying money to use it doesn't make sense. But that debate is for a different time. Yes, what was a waiver of import duties on semi-knocked down and completely knocked down electric vehicles imported by registered EV assembly companies in Ghana for a period of 8 years. So basically a company is import a car and a car Ghana. Extension of the zero rate of VAT on locally assembled vehicles for 2 more years. And also your amount for a cars for Ghana. You say extension of zero rate of VAT. So I don't know if I can't Adana say Sa Japan for no abeku Ghana or now cars Boston na untimi nto no dia well yen share holding. Exemptions on the importation of agricultural machinery, equipment, and inputs and medical consumables, raw materials for the pharmaceutical industry. So I think some more import machines here, they create Duma, Ghana, and so no, yes, still now exemptions. So, okay. A VAT flat rate of 5% to replace the 15% standard VAT rate on all commercial properties will be introduced to simplify administration. Well, that is that. So at least they are doing something, at least that is part of the Ofori Attah kind of parliament. China ABI better other ones or kikan but for now, at least this is Ofori Attah kind. Do you think say 176 billion revenue no? A realistic and it's just a pipe dream? And a sanitary part, no. What do you think about it? Maybe we'll have your comment section as well. Amphibious here about December. Tap send ma plane tickets in your home. Ma for send this through tap send. This year is no different. Starting from even last month, 1st October up to 28th December, I was just send the amount of money beer automatically in here added to a raffle. Who bet me winning a plane ticket, fridge, air flyers in the including Amazon gift cards. I am very simple. From 1st October here to 28th December. So send this total of 2,500 euros, pounds, and dollars for Ghana. Automatically you will be entered into the draw, the raffle nebusia. Ubetimi winning a plane ticket to Ghana among fridge, air flyers, and MD kind in normal baby. It is always Kebi our best and dear Kofia, Abusia. I will urge you to tap send. And then with that, you know, a like Lizobetimi winning BB. On top of already the goodness no unyada because we are first time and now download the app no Apple apps and a Google Play Store 2 phones to send this Kofia. You bet you $10 for free. For free, my dear, can send it home. And I walk mama for Ghana, Europe, £5 and now €5. Nyobeyan so bebo code Magraheb Ashim, Magraheb. Uboshema, yeah, the size can be mount. Now the accounts will send it home. That's simple. And on top of that, in a week, you be team send $300, £300, €300. They call Ghana. You will be entered into the monthly draw. Monthly be a draw. And some of the grand one, or the biggest, you know, in December. So you can even win prizes as you know the month progresses. Is that good? Tell you use tap send there. Apple App Store and Google Play Store. Now go download the 2 phones right now because the goodness of tap send it will so costly.
Tap send. Papa no.
And the video no mami who your comment section as well. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel for videos like this every day. Tell me again, adios.